From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
A carry here for Travion Henderson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Ready? Bronco 80. No ball. Ready?
Back to throw. Carter. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here we go. Viking 18.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays. You know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Tyson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. And you look at this Saints defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Looking to throw. Reed. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun. Reed. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll lead here to a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And the slot man goes in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Shifts by at the 15. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Back to throw. Reed. He's got his run back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
2 yards on the play. First down, Steelers.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
And that's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Off-play action. Carter. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Here we go. 70.
Looking to throw. Carter. That is caught. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, it's Henderson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The Saints at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. If they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W, they have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Carter. They'll check this down to Henderson out of the backfield. So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ready,
at the
set.
39-yard line.
18, Rodley. 18, Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Carter. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
70,
Looking to throw. Carter. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit. and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Okay, break.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a second down and 9.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw. Carter. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Ready? Like it, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Motion, motion.
Ready, ready.
Now Carter. Off play action. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On the move past the 40. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Second and 10. Back to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And a completion to Wilson. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Let's go now. Ready.
Looking to throw. Carter. He'll try and do this himself. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw. Carter. From the left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Henderson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, and he'll be marked down at the 1.
A gain of 3.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Henderson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense is holding strong, but they're going to need one more stop, maybe 2 more stops. And where the ball is on the field, the offensive playbook remains wide open. They've got to be alert for anything.
Ready,
3rd and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
They'll try and run. Henderson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. A final shot before break. Carter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. (10-0) is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Reed now. Throwing to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 6. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Reed from the gun on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 60 Eagles, 6 Bronco 80. Mustang 19.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. Extra point forthcoming. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second and 4. And this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Reed. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Carter. He gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
Get it? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Looking to throw. Carter. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Now, faster, faster.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
70. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Operating from the gun. Carter. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Ready.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Reed. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Looking to throw. Reed. He finds his man, complete. It's Contreras. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. from the 41. Here's second down and 2.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw. Reed. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now Reed from the gun on third down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Up the middle they go. Tyson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Steelers will add to their fourth quarter lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Steelers 17, Saints 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So the incompletion, and now it's second and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Carter. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brings up a third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Knocking 18. Ready.
Carter now, off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus,
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
18 Cardinal.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll go down at the 28. It's second down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Off play action. Carter. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
It's a gain of 11.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now, he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now a second and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. Carter. They set up the screen for Henderson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Back to throw. Carter. Touchdown, Saints. Roman Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead.
Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles? Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
To throw is Reed. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Looking to throw. Reed. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll run on first down. Tyson. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Back to throw. Reed. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He's tackled at the 7-yard
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Reed. They'll try and do this, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal, and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throwing to start the drive. Carter.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And this is caught inside the 5.
That's good for the Saints.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now first and goal.
18. Come on. Set. Bronco 80. Panther 11. Ready.
Back to throw. Carter. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Ready. Hawk 70. 7 Pirates. Go.
Operating from the gun. Carter to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing
Let's
so.
go now. 70.
They'll look to run with Henderson. And no sidestepping that hit. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up fourth down.
No gain on the play.
Here it is, fourth and goal.
19 Tiger.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he's got it to about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in.